Hello, fellow Minecrafters. Gearsaw Studios here. Today, I'm going to show today's snapshot 21W15A, a very large snapshot for the entire fate of caves and cliffs. I've started it on the title screen because they finally added the title screen for 1.17, which is just a couple 1.17 blocks and a crystal geode, which I believe is pretty cool. So, with that, let's go on to the video and explore. So, we have a huge announcement from Mojang. So, what happened is they're going to release Caves and Cliffs, but due to how large the update is and how much workload they had to put on staff, Caves and Cliffs is now going to be split into 2 updates. I know this might be disappointing, but we don't want to overwork Mojang, and who knows, if they released it on time, we could have a ton of bugs and ruin all of our worlds. So, I wouldn't say this is the worst thing, and we will still get half of the update in summer of 2021. So, let's look at the frequently asked questions so my comment section is not filled. So, here at the frequently asked questions, they just announced that they're splitting the cave update into 2, one during summer and one during winter. They're doing that so the update won't overwork their staff, and so there will be less bugs from an overworked staff team. And they're going to introduce in the first half goats, axolotls, crystals, spyglass geodes, tinted glass, copper, and the lightning rod, glow squids, Wonder ink, powder snow, lush cave blocks, dripstone cave blocks, all that stuff. But the mountains and the caves will be in the second part during winter. I think this is a good change because we won't have our worlds corrupted by misgeneration and such. So we'll still get a cave update, but it'll only have half of the features promised, and they'll release the other half in winter. So with that, let's move on to the actual snapshot. What they've done is turned off the world height, basically changed everything back to their 1.16 levels, and copper now generates from the bottom of the world to 192. Tufts still generates from 0 to 16, so that will actually be added. And your old worlds can now be reopened. If you want to play around with the new features, you have to download this data pack. I won't show this on camera on how to install it, but I am going to show off what it has. And goats now ramp all entities, including armor stands, so keep your armor collection away from goats. They tweaked the raw gold, iron, and copper to be a bit more polished and unique. So no more beef copper. I've seen that a lot. Bone meal now makes a noise and reordered the building blocks tab. Goats now avoid powdered snow. Creepers are now afraid of goats. Another thing to keep them away from you. And the main menu texture has been updated as shown at the beginning of this video. And now you can compact raw ore items in order to save inventory space. And now they have a marker entity and a ton of technical stuff that I'm not intelligent enough to understand. So I'm just going to scroll through. And they also fixed some bugs, which includes goats not attacking and nether gold not being smeltable. So let's go on to Minecraft with the prototype data pack. About the prototype data pack, I believe I've been mistaken. There is no giant deep slate level under the world, even though I created it with this. However, this is probably what the final release of the first part of Caves and Cliffs will look like. So we'll probably have these geodes. Deep slate will spawn, but in the blob form you can see above bedrock. The ores are going to have their updated textures, which some of them look fabulous, others not so much. But helps colorblind people. We'll have the glow lichen, so less torch usage will be needed. And not much else. Besides copper node generating. The best place to mine for copper is y equals 96. And it's also pretty common anyways. And also there are small blobs of deep slate, which we were able to see in the last snapshot. So overall, I'm okay with this announcement. It's pretty giant, but I guess we're going to have to live with it. We'll still get the cave update, but it's going to be smaller, and we'll get the full thing in winter. So that's the end of today's snapshot video. I know it's a bit weirder, considering it was mostly about the announcement. So if you want to see more of this stuff, remember, please like and subscribe. It really helps my channel out. So take care. Remember, the cave update's still coming. And Gearsaw out.